Hello everybody, Tyre here with episode 1 of season 4 of RLS Career Overhaul mod, and well, I wanted to take the previous save on over here, but something is broken and I'm not sure. We might be able to just take vehicles over, maybe. I have to play with a few things. I tried doing some stuff, it just kept giving me the same kind of error, and I'm thinking that's related to some changes being made with Joe's junk, which is fine. That do happen. That is part of updates and as things progress and move on. So that's kind of why I produced a finale episode anyway, because I wasn't sure if it was going to work. But anyways, besides that, let's go ahead and take a look here what we got. And I thought about this guy. First off, for our starter vehicle here, leave us a little bit of money. We can get right into doing some police action, which we know can pay out pretty decently, especially if I let it kind of tag on for a little bit, try to maintain the vehicle and not break it. I don't think there is anything I can do as far as the front bumper situation, unfortunately, but let's see. Whoops, I hit the cancel button and I know what that's going to do. Oh no. Oh, what happened there? Yeah, it's sold now. Darn it. Should have just hit the purchase button. And my mouse has stopped working too. There we go. So yeah, that kind of sucks because I was all ready to go with that. But well, it looks like either way, we're going to just go with the Vertex here. It's going to be our cheapest option to get us started. And this time, just hit the button. I was trying to think. I was like, oh, maybe I could go take a taxi over there. Yeah. I learned my lesson on that one because I've had it sitting here long enough. I was getting ready to eat, getting the episode up and everything, and while I was cooking, you know, or whatever. And I looked and I was like, ooh, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it right here. Yeah. Oops. Now we know. So, out for delivery, should take it out of like 30 seconds here. Looks like it's worth 11,000. Do you mean to tell me I could just straight sell this car and profit? See, now it's refreshing it again. Let's see. Yeah, this is the other cheapest police vehicle, is the Corvette here, so, and it would have been a great vehicle even if we just took it off of being police mode because it was 300 horsepower. I mean, it would have been nice, but mistakes get made. That's how we learn. That's how we humans do it. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and retrieve that. Now we got to think about what can we do to get some good money going with the car here, because if I recall correctly, some reason it's not popping that back up. There we go. And run back and forth. If I remember correctly, there is nothing. Oh, there is cargo parts. Okay, okay. So the largest go in the back seat, the mediums go in the trunk, right? Yes. So actually, yes, we can do some cargo stuff. That is good. We'll go ahead and put them in there. And then what I am curious about, though, is if I were to put this on there, yes, 5,900 it says there. 5,900 it says there. Okay, so it was a little bit of a kind of visual bug thing there where it was telling me it could be like 11,000. I think it was giving me the brand new price. A little bit of weirdness going right there. This mod has not been updated for 036 yet, but from my limited testing, I have not seen any massive issues, so... The brakes are really touchy, holy cow. Picture that pole. Yeah, it takes like nothing to get these brakes to lock up. And I do have the Italy expansion, of course, set up. Everything's good to go. It is a Friday night. And RLS got all updated and everything. We go locking up the tires again. So easy. No ABS. And his lights are kind of blinking goofy there for a minute. Oh, we'll go straight. We got a green light straight. We'll do that. It is only 30 through here. Parking brake there. Gotta remember about my controller. I'm used to just tossing it on the desk here, and when I do that, then the mic picks it up. So yeah, we got a small post parcel that needs to go all the way over there. Otherwise, yeah, those are just not really worth to me. Alright, so let's take a look. What do we have here for parcel deliveries? And if only. It looks like we got some big post parcels. That's what we could take, make a couple $100 there. I'm not sure. Time sensitive. We can take 2 of them. Let's go ahead. It'll take us to northern Velasco area there. Oh, I gotta pick them up first, that's right. Yeah, this has got one of them beautiful transmissions that are so worn that it takes a while before it actually gets into the gear I want it to go to. Pick that up. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, that shifting time is bad. Kind of skip around. We got a time-sensitive package here. Throttle up the hill. That's all we got. Yeah, this thing's really worn out, that is for sure. With 30 seconds to spare, so I didn't really need to rush as much as I did, but I did it anyway. There we go. So, of course, it pops up a little delivery thing there. What I am thinking, though, besides the traffic being weird and waiting on me for no reason. So you really should be able to go and get some decent amounts of money if I can get a vehicle like an MD series or a D series with some large packages to go over to Italy. I could do that between episodes. Otherwise, the other options are APM challenges. Did anything change in here? That's what I'm curious about. I don't think so. I don't think they did anything here. It doesn't look like it. Yeah. Time trials. Yeah, it's the same stuff here. Drag racing's all the same here. I mean, yeah, there's nothing crazy. Special is not done. Cargo transport stuff. Very basic. Do have some milestones. So one-time parcel. Any kind of cargo from one facility. Any kind of cargo to one different facility. 1,000 on goods and services. And 2,000, 5,000. Nice. So we've made a little bit of money. Oops, that's not the escape button. Get rid of that little dot. That seems to be a bug. There is the third version, so 034, 5, and 036 now, where we have that bug going on. Let's see, maybe what I will do, head on over towards the racetrack and see if I can do anything that way. There it is, trying to shift. You can still do a burnout though. I mean, one tire, but there is a burnout. Kind of getting some heat into the front tires. That's good. Ready to go over to the racetrack, so that really will help. Now we're just going to be stuck with traffic here at the stop sign, it looks like. White car gonna go, or do I go? A little bit quick there. New logbook entry for the industrial area. That's good. Just gonna get out of that chaos there before we have too much damage to the car. Thinking if we do a couple of laps around the racetrack, we get us a decent amount of money. And then I could throw that into some upgrades to help this, make this a 5-speed, maybe seatbelt and all-wheel drive, or maybe just some more power. But if I do more power, either way, it's going to need a front-loaded slip, so... I just keep using the parking brake. I'm used to just doing that when I stop. What are we waiting for up here? Just squeeze on around to get over here. I'm full throttle. Come on, we can go up the hill. Their open differential. We gotta see how quick, or slow I should say, how slow this car is around here. So shift times like that. Guess it started as soon as I got there. Drift track logbook entry. I don't know why I didn't update while I was on my way up, but didn't. Got full beans going here. All the power going. Open differential just is spinning away. Really couldn't be much worse, other than maybe not having roll bars or worse tires. And brakes that are really bad. I mean, these probably will overheat here shortly. Drag strip area as well. Getting a good few ones here. It's still in second gear. All the way up to almost, what is that, 90? Pretty crazy there. At least the braking's not bad. Random flash there, I'm not sure what that was. Definitely can do with some ABS as well. For first lap, looks like we're going to be about 245, I want to say. 240, all right. Gave us 1,000 credits right there. Locking up that inside tire there. Yeah, no ABS and open differential. And not doing great, but long distance driver. We got one milestone already for that. Just driving around here. I think I can brew a pot of coffee faster than this thing actually ships. Oh my goodness, that's bad. We need to get a manual transmission at the minimum into this thing here to help out with that. Thinking we could do it automatic, but I do have RK's customizable transmissions, so that'd be a little helpful there. There goes our insurance policy score, down 0.05 more now. There we go. So 1,100 and 1,400, so made 2,500 credits. Yeah, just try not to crash there. I did lose a hubcap. Where and when, I don't know, but that did happen. That's okay. Go back to our Chinatown garage quick. Let's see what we have for money and availability and options with the car. What I can do to try to make it a little bit more manageable here. Okay, there we go. It was just being a little slow that way. All right. Additional modification thing is always going to be there, I think. ABS system. Definitely. Do booster attachments and stuff like I've done in a couple episodes ago, I want to say it was. Let's see. Transmission, here we are. So for a 6-speed power shift, because RK's does not work with this apparently, which is okay. I mean, I'm more than fine with that. 6-speed power shift dual clutch is only 2,000 credits. Let's do that. And instead of a front-wheel drive open, we are going to change this to an all-wheel drive limited slip differential here. I think, yep, that's going to be our best option. And we're going to do... Interesting. It does race pedal box or automatic? I mean, we're not manuals, so we don't have to really worry. But I was like, what do we got for pedals? Well, weirdness, apparently. So now we got all-wheel drive, which is customizable, which is going to be great. Let's see. Front disc brakes. We'll leave that much. The premium, we'll go with semi-race. Gotta put in some of that stuff. Headlights. Light bulbs are halogen. Yeah, we'll leave them like that for right now. It should be okay. Roof. Yeah, that's a carbon fiber roof and options. Yep. Could put roof bars on there to carry even more stuff, but I'm not too worried about going too hard on that. Strap bar. Yes, please. That'll help stiffen up the body a little bit that we need. Here it is. Rear suspension. Rear brakes are drum brakes. Where's the rear brake pads, though? Interesting. Let's do rear disc brakes. And then that'll allow us to do our semi-racing pads instead. There we go. What about our wheels? Now, we have 195/65s. And I want to say that's 205/55 Sport would be a pretty good close competitor to that. Size-wise, and give us some more grip. So this is in rear. And yeah, I mean, it looks pretty much exactly the same size, so... Because that is actually same size upgrade kind of situation that I had done with one of my cars, except they were, not quite semi-slicks, but one step removed from that, basically. And I got them from a tire shop that gets them off of cars when they crash, as long as the tires are not damaged. Pretty cool little deal, so they're nice and cheap that way. So 205/55, we'll go with just regular sports. Well, we'll do super sports. They're going to be the same price. Let's do super sports all the way around, right? If they are going to be the same price, we got to do that. Got to take advantage of that. 205/55 super sports. get this thing real nice and stuck to the ground that way, so then the only thing I have to worry about is maybe overheating the brakes a little bit. But I think we'll be all right there. All right. So now we're back to where we started, with our vehicle having a little bit more traction, excuse me, a little more traction and drivability. So yeah, I don't think there would be anything that would be worth purchasing at this amount of money that we have. And oddly, it looks like it repaired our vehicle there, so I know that there's potential for some smaller bugs and stuff to occur within here. So we can go into a manual mode, otherwise we're just in drive. Okay. Let me get our cruise control light on, because we are actually on cruise. We're in drive. There we go. I was wondering when it would start to shift. Also, I'm wondering, let's pull over real quick, because can't do it while driving. Pull up the phone. Is there anything in here? No, because I was thinking, could I do something in the daytime? But we'll go like this, so it'll still be afternoon, basically. Gonna do a couple more laps around the track, and I think maybe also go check out the drags there. See about doing a drag race down that, see what we make. We'll hit the drags first, though. Definitely flying around now. No issues with braking performance or anything like that with traction-wise. That's really good now. We can actually put our power down. Yeah, not even a chance of spitting them. Does look like I'm still really weird on the gearing here, like really long. This first gear, 33. I could definitely do something there. If I recall, there was something mentioned about potentially a spot to do some free tuning over this way. By the drag pits. So then we'll do drag racing first, because if I can, and I mean, I don't mean literally tuning for free, but I mean more like don't have to unlock or buy the garage to do the tuning. Still have to pay for it, but it's the only thing that you can do there. So it's more of a tuning service area, I would say. Have dome lights in this car, right? I thought the car did, but it doesn't look like this model, at least. No. Which is kind of strange, but take it. Whatever. Do what we gotta do, kind of a thing. At least with the brand new transmission, she drives nicer. We're set at 30. I haven't seen if the cruise control type of a deal is still a deal here or not. So there's one marker, and then the other one I think was supposed to be over here. Yeah, there we are. It just took a little bit to show up. So there we go. So, oh, you do have to purchase. Okay. But it's free purchase. Startled me with that. I was like, gonna look at how much it was, and then I was like, huh? No. Okay, let's go ahead and please let me into the tuning. 750 RPM. I want this to really be low, just for the fun of it. Go to 700 there, if I could get it to type. Yeah, front suspension, rear suspension is customizable that way as well. I mean, oh, like a little weird hiccup thingy here again. Yeah, we could probably lower it a little bit. I'd say that would be about as much as I would go there, though. We could do gear ratios, but I don't see drive ratio. So that's kind of where we're going to have to go here. Yeah, that 392, we'll go with a 398. Kind of take this back a little bit more to like a 272. Kind of bring these up because they are getting kind of out of hand towards the end of there, I can tell you that's for sure. So we don't have the power to really use them that way. Actually, I see the final drive now. There we go, final drive. I'll just go like this. 444. All that'll cost 1,000 credits. Woof. That's going to be a bit... Oops, forgot I was in free cam. It's going to be a bit expensive. But I think that'll do us a good bit there. I don't even get fog lights in this car. No. It's just the standard headlights here. What was that? What? What? Okay. Yeah, definitely some bugs. But that's okay. I'm okay with that right now because it's not killing the game. It's not breaking anything. So we're all right there. That was a horrible reaction time. We're still a bit long here on third gear going in that. I don't want to know what fourth gear is going to be like, but I want to figure it out. Time, though, was 16.68. For a quarter mile time, not great, but it's very fitting. And that gets us up to 2884. Get a couple more here. So 1,000 from awards, 2,000 from awards, 10,000 on goods and services, and 10 kilometers driven. So that does help out there. I would consider doing more tuning, but that is expensive here. We did raise up our final drive a good bit, so that should help us out there. And surprising, it went up a little bit onto two wheels-ish there. And dropping that suspension down should be a good help, though, with the cornering abilities, too. Help car kind of keep from rolling as much. Okay, that was kind of... I did not expect that for this little thing. I had to try it, and it did it. Started. Again. In on the low side of the gearing again. Just holding her down though. It's now coming thing more of throttle. There's not enough power. I mean, some just full throttle on the exit there like that, and before I had it lit off there, and then now it's just going. No issues with that. See how fast it can actually get going down here, though. I'm surprised we're just about to pass 100 miles an hour. Brake a little bit later. Got an accident forgiveness as well. That's beautiful. Actually slid a little bit there. That's kind of fun. And then we'll go for one more lap after this one. 27.66. 62, so that's pretty nice. Went into manual mode now. Let's see if I can shift it a little bit better here. It's just gonna have to hang here though. These tires are a big improvement, that is for sure. Just gonna keep pushing her a little bit higher there. Kind of where I gotta stay right there again. Slow, but it's definitely gotten faster. There is 1,500 credits right there. Right, so we can head around this way here. Let the car kind of cool down a little bit. I don't think it's actually going to be overheating though. I was hoping I could just squeeze through, but it's trying to push me into the barrier now. Oh. I gotta be a little quicker next time about that. It's okay. Just do one of these. There we go. It's a couple little bumps and scrapes on it, but nothing too crazy. Right. Yeah, it wants us to repair We don't have a voucher, so we'd otherwise have to use that. We need to get some vouchers, and I mean, I guess just have to do anything at this point for a challenge here. Let's go on in and view some of these. Beginner circuit assessment here. So it has us... There we go. So we can choose different vehicle. It wants us to still repair, but this would only cost us 1,000 this time, which would be cheaper. And I feel like we would have a much... Jeez, something is weird with my gut today. Keep getting this like weird hiccup thing, but not a full one, just a half. But anyway, completely sidetracked again. Yes, well, I think we'll have a lot better chance with this car here of getting the time and everything because of our grip. And I mean, our power isn't great, but I think other than that, we'll be doing all right. Let's just go ahead, repair it, and start this up and see what we can do here. Okay, there we go. So let's see what I can do here. I don't know why it was hanging so hard into third right there. Just did not want to shift for this one. That gearing definitely needs to be changed, though. Definitely giving her some more speed through here now. There we go. 1 minute 29.980. So I think this is like within reason. I don't think it's like when I took Richard through these, you know, or something like that. It's still pretty good. That gets us a couple of vouchers, so if we ever needed to repair the vehicle, we've got it. Got 1,600 credits for that too, so that's pretty good. And unlocked some new stuff as well. Let's go ahead and do a couple of these. Get up a little bit of money here. Doing that with my controller. I do apologize. Yep. And here we go. Racing line assessment. So yeah, we can change time of day and everything here. Go like sunrise, sunset. Let's do evening. I think that'll be really nice. You can see it just changed as it was. There we go. Switch over to manual mode here, the transmission again. That was a good bit of two wheels, holy cow. There we go. One minute, 33 seconds, 0.760. Little quicker than I would say we should be going, but yeah, well, yeah, I've done these quite a few times, so definitely just a good way to get some money, though, to go ahead and run through these really quick like that. So, do one more. Although I gotta take a look, where are we with our money here? Got one repair claim that gave us 100 credits back. 9 stars, 100 credits right there. 300 credits for 5,000 for rewards. 400 for 10,000 for rewards. 20 kilometers total driven distance as well. So a few different deals in there to give us a couple of bits of change. That's pretty much all it is. In fact, where are we? 13,424. Yeah, let's go back to the garage, see what else we could do to kind of speed up the car. Maybe do another race around the track. Kind of see how we're pushing it along, because like that I think is a good way to do it. I don't know why it does that so much, but what's up here? Vehicle certifications extension unavailable. Ah. So that's probably one of those little bugs there. So yeah, we might have to do it twice every single time, but I think we'll be all right. Could put in some different camshafts in here. We got VVT. Or the performance camshafts. Let's do performance here. And we'll do a performance ECU. That should give us a good little jump in power right there. And a naturally aspirated sport intake as well. That should just help a little bit. I think with semi-turbochargers in there, that was kind of crazy. I think other than that, maybe putting in an oil cooler, regular one, just to make sure that we don't get too warm with it when we go on an extended drive like we do here sometimes. And let's see, front suspension, where are you? Rear suspension, rear sway bar, we don't have one. We definitely want one. I'm going to do a Sport SS, so I don't want to go too stiff quite yet. In our front suspension, we have a regular front. Do a Sport SS as well. That should really help stiffen her up there. We might actually ride two wheels quite a bit now. And we'll do these headlights finally. We'll go xenon bulbs this time. So there we go. And there. A little bit brighter on the headlights. That's really nice. So let's see here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to use our towing to take us over this way. This does cost a little bit, but we'll be able to make that back just by running one trip down the drag strip here, I'm pretty sure. Did like a 16 something last time. I want to say it was a 16.6 or so. I definitely notice a difference in the power already. 1506, so like a second and a half faster. Just from that. I don't think with our ECU we really gained anything though on top speed or on RPM here for red line though. Let's go ahead and slow down softly here. As I see the cop up ahead, so I don't want to quite get into a chase yet, though I don't think we'd have too much of an issue with this car now. Front cooling ducts, we're gonna go ahead and pull those up to 30. Rear, leave that at 12. I think that's okay because it has been fine so far. Higher value for lower end torque. We're gonna do all of that because with starting out we're pretty good. We're gonna go down to a 14.2 on our fuel ratio there. Still plenty okay. I mean, if this was realistic, we could actually see temperature differentials and stuff, but for some reason I don't notice that all the time. So, why I thought that was supposed to be up, and it apparently wasn't up, so we've been running the same thing. I'm just gonna go right to a 4.3. We'll leave it at that. 32 pounds. Let's go ahead and take those down. Take it down to like, I don't know, 29.5 and 30.5. Yeah, so our final drive, everything else that has set. Good. Close that menu. See if it does it again when I drive away. Nope, that's good. Ooh. Definitely better there. It might shift more, but I think with us having that low end here is going to really help us out because of how the gearing is and everything here. Plus with how fast it shifts, I mean, that's just another deal right there to really help out. $14.82, yep, even faster yet. So there we go. Let's go ahead while we got a few moments here. We're going to take a couple of wraps around the track and I think those sway bars are really going to make a big difference here. And of course, I've been manual mode. I wanted to get all ready, but it put it up already. Actually giving the tires a little bit of something to talk about finally. Need a little bit hard on them right now, but just get some warmth into them. See at the top left how much farther I'm ahead already. Like I am already approaching 90. I'll be well past 100, I'm pretty sure here. Yeah, there's 100. So we did pick up a good little bit extra, that's for sure. Between the power and the sway bars, it's really made the huge improvement right there. $231.67 for a total of 3,600 credits right there. Almost missed that. Braked way too late on that. Just kind of reading up there and I did not pay attention. Tires are starting to get a little bit warm in the front. I think temperature we're doing all right yet. Go. Definitely cruised along, just pushing past 110 here, so that's a lot better. Slide on the entry there. Rear tires are starting to warm up too now. A little bit of a cut there, I'll admit. Ran a little wide. Front tires are really starting to get toasty here. That gave us 1662 right there, so pretty good. I suppose I should have been doing the short track after, but something like that. There we go. Did break out the driver's window, but I'll just kind of coast along for the moment here. Probably take a parking spot over on this side here. There we go. And we are pretty toasty. The front side of the tires and the brakes are very toasty, so I definitely need to get more cooling to the brakes. Maybe upgrading the brake drum or discs themselves will help a little bit with that. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't tested, but that's something to look at potentially. I do think that is going to be it for today's episode, though, everybody. Let me know what you're looking forward to seeing here in Season 1. Builds, different vehicles, what type of gameplay, any challenges, stuff like that. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Go ahead and drop that down below in the comments. Otherwise, again, that is it for today's episode, everybody. Take care, and bye-bye.